what's up guys, it's Bridget. Welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having an awesome day, and today we're talking about some subtle ways you can change your makeup game and probably help it a little bit. These are just things that I've done over the past year or so to kind of try to elevate my makeup game just a tiny bit. Whether or not you guys agree is completely fine, so without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Alright guys, before we get started, I'll make this channel is cruelty free, and so is everything I'm mentioning in today's video. Also, if you haven't seen my hair dye transformation, I will leave it down below at the top of the description box for if you want to check it out. So let's get started. Alright, so first thing we're going to talk about is concealer, and for the longest time, I thought that if my concealer and my foundation matched, that was a good thing. That's not a good thing. It's supposed to be slightly lighter than your foundation. Like, I know that now, but I feel like because I thought it for so long that, like, it should be, like, around the same shade. Like, a lot of other people might think that way, too. So I do make sure that my foundation is one shade, and then slightly brighter is my concealer. Whether it is just slightly lighter or it's just slightly a different tone to kind of brighten up my under eyes. Because when you pack on powder underneath your under eyes, it might dull it down anyways. So you definitely want to be a little bit lighter to bring a little bit of brightness down here. So you'd rather this be a bright area than this area. Another thing when we're talking about concealer is using concealer as my eyeshadow base lately has been fantastic. Like, I still love a good tacky primer for your eyelids, but packing on bold colors, the best thing in the world is packing down some concealer with your beauty sponge and hoping it doesn't crease before you put eyeshadow on it. Just let it dry down on your lid a little bit, and concealer is the best base for eyeshadow to get them very vibrant and bold. I actually took this tip from Yuki here on YouTube and on Instagram as well, because she always has such beautiful, colorful eyeshadows, and she says she always puts down a concealer first, so that's where I got the trick from, and it works amazingly for fun, bright colors. Another tip is blush. Now, I did not wear blush for the longest time, and let me tell you why. Because I had the wrong contour color on. So blush, I find, is very, very important now that I have the correct contour color going on, and I'll talk about contour colors in a second, because mine was wrong. Some contour colors don't match your skin tone, and then you don't want to wear a blush with it, like it just doesn't look right together. But some good blushes really make a difference. They kind of liven up your face, depending on, like, the level of foundation, everything you're wearing. Blush can really make a huge difference. For me, because I wear full coverage foundation most of the time, I need that, like, warmth to my skin. I have very cool toned skin, so bringing some blush in there makes me feel like more alive, more awake. The ones I've been using lately are the Pixie Glow. This is Pixie Glow Cake Pink Champagne. It's just a beautiful color. This has like a highlight shade, a blush, and a bronzer in it, so I'll show it to you, but they're all kind of glowy. I just dip into this first half, not really this one, but it's just a really good. And then I have other ones that are like lighter, like this is more of a highlight. You can use it to highlight, blush, and bronze, but I use this mostly as a regular blush, and it's very pretty and very good. And then I got sent this to review. It is the blush palette HC by Morphe. You can get this at Ulta. I've seen it there, and it's just a blush palette like this. It has a whole bunch of different variety of colors in it. I like a good blush palette as long as it doesn't take up too much room. This one's very thin, so I'm happy with it. And they're very pigmented, very pretty. I mixed like 3 colors together, so today I mixed these 3 together. The only one I don't like is this, just because it looks kind of muddy on me, but it looks great, and I think it'd work for any skin tone, so this is one, and this is one that I would recommend. Blush is just really important to kind of bring your face a little more warmth. Even though we take away warmth when we put foundation on, you know what I mean. Now let's talk about contour colors. I wore the wrong contour color for ages because it's very pale, and I would always get one that was way too warm for me, and I accept that now. It would always just look really warm and kind of muddy in there. Because I have very cool toned skin, I want more of a cool toned contour color. If you have very warm, like yellowy or orangey undertones, you want to get a more warm contour shade to match, because if you get a really cool tone, it might look kind of like ashier, dustier on your cheek. You know, just match your undertone. I'm very cool. I use a cool, like, sandy shade of contour color, and it works out perfectly. Like, this is a good contour color for me. It really just takes away a lot of the muddiness that you can get when you're contouring, especially when you add blush too. So when I was wearing one that was too warm for my skin tone, I wouldn't wear blush, because just the two together looked so bad. But I think I got it down pat now. Next up is the world's best makeup tip. Sorry about it. Well, other than putting on lashes, because lashes are amazing. Inner corner highlight. Inner corner highlight. We know I have now replaced my favorite highlighter, which was Jeffree Star's Ice Cold, for years. And now my favorite highlighters are Ofra, but I still use Jeffree Star Ice Cold as my inner corner highlight every single day because it's like the perfect icy color. But my recommendation for like the best makeup tip around is put some inner corner highlight on. I apply it with my pinky because it's really good to just ink in there. But it's like it brightens up your whole face. Like it brightens up your eyes, brings your eyes to the focal point of your face, even if you have like something else going on. It really just brightens up your eye area, makes you feel more awake, makes you look so good. So I definitely recommend just take a little bit of highlighter and dip it into that inner corner and brighten up your face. If I'm feeling sick that day, I'll pack on extra inner corner highlight just to like waken myself. So while we're in the eye area, let's go ahead and talk about eye products. And the first thing is eyelashes. Now eyelashes definitely helped with my makeup game a ton when I finally figured out how to do them. But here's the thing I've learned since wearing eyelashes for multiple years now. There's certain types of eyelashes that look good on me and there's certain types that don't. I have hooded lids, so I can't wear like Lily Lashes Miami. Like they had a synthetic version for a while. I tried those. Every beauty guru on the planet uses Miami by Lily Lashes and they're mink, so that's the thing. But they're too big for me. Like I tried the synthetic kind, they're too big. Miami is just too big for me. So I would definitely suggest finding like a size that works for you. It's kind of hard when you're shopping online, but use like references. I look up the Instagram hashtag for like Lily Lashes or Allure Lashes, and I'll look up the hashtag and see which ones people are using before I see how to look on me, or I'll just judge in store if I can see them in store. Also, one thing that matters more to me than like if they're too big for my eyes or anything is I am very specific about the style of lashes that I wear. Some people wear really feathery lashes, and a lot of those don't come in synthetic, so I don't have them. But some lashes, a lot of lash brands, like especially affordable lash brands, all their lashes are very uniform. Like these are a good example, if you can even tell. They're very even. They're very even across here, and you might think, oh, they're so even and beautiful and pretty and full. Yes, but for my particular taste, I need some that have like spikes. They kind of flare out. You see ones that have flares to it, it looks a lot more organic. I feel like ones that have like universally even across lashes don't look that good to me. They don't look as real as fake eyelashes can go. So I definitely recommend ones with flares or spikes or like a little bit of a different dimension to them. Maybe the ones that have 2 layers to them. Like these today, you can see they kind of flare out at certain areas, but they don't all just uniformly go across, you know? Hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense, because that's like my biggest eyelash tip, is get the kinds that flare and spike out. While we're on eyelashes, let's talk about my biggest pet peeve with other people on YouTube. You need to fill in after your eyelashes. I'm not the winged eyeliner person, we know this, but when your eyelash stops, like this eyelash stops right here in my eye, that's not the end of my eyeball. I take a liquid eyeliner and I fill in where the eyelash stops to the inner water duct area. Let's zoom you in so I can show you what I mean. So I apply eyeliner from here to here. I'll just do that. So this looks filled in, or else it would just look, oh my god, my eyes watering. It would just look empty. It would look like it stopped here, and that's not where my eye stops. It doesn't make sense. I don't know why my eye watered, like I don't do this every day or something. It never normally waters. But anyways, yeah, that's my tip. I definitely just suggest filling in after your eyelash stops with eyeliner to make them look more realistic. Next thing is a lot of people don't really care about their waterline eyeliner, it seems like, anymore. Like initially, like early 2000s, people were just packing on the black in the waterline and stuff, and I feel like that's kind of gone away, but I feel like a lot of people just skip eyeliner in the waterline, and that doesn't really help anything. Like once in a while I'll add like a darker color, but most of the time I add like a nude or a white in the waterline, because if you're like me and you have sensitive eyes and stuff, the waterline is either like a pink naturally, or it just looks kind of red or dull. Brightening up that waterline makes your eyes look more awake, and I definitely think that's a suggestion a lot of people give you, but just like fill it in. I use the nude. This is by Il Makiage. You don't have to use this one. ColourPop has some really good affordable eyeliners. So does Jordana. But their nude one isn't very good. So there's just a lot of good options for waterline, and I also suggest using a cream or a gel eyeliner in the waterline if you want it to hold, because if you have sensitive eyes like me, a pencil in the waterline sometimes is kind of uncomfortable. So look for one that's kind of creamier or softer. If you can swatch it in store, that would be really helpful, because like a dry pencil sometimes can hurt your waterline. Another tip I have for you is using good blending brushes. I've tried a lot more expensive brushes in the last couple months, and I like them a lot, but the ones that really get to me most, and if I was like I had to pick any specific brush that I would pay a little bit more for, it would be blending brushes, because you're probably going to end up using those the most for just something over the crease. You really want them to hold their shape. Also, cheap blending brushes don't really blend that well, or the bristles become like too soft or kind of frayed and they don't work as well. So getting like a semi-dense blending brush would really be helpful if you want to spend like a couple dollars on it. Also, Real Techniques has some affordable, really good blending brushes that do hold their shape over time if you're looking for an affordable option. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you learned something. I hope this was a little bit helpful for you. I thoroughly enjoyed making this video. Let me know your biggest makeup tip in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear it. I think my biggest makeup tip is the inner corner highlight though, because it makes my face go from like to you know? Thank you guys so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.